Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to kind of share with you how I make stickers using the Cricut, because I know a lot of shop owners and Etsy shop owners, they do use a silhouette, but I did want to just let you guys know that there is another option out there, and the Cricut is a really awesome machine, and I wanted to kind of share my tips and tricks for making stickers on it. And I know a lot of people might think this is really weird, like, Chrissy, why are you like kind of sharing your process when you have a shop and you want people to shop in your shop? But I do think that, like, software can only take you so far. Like, it's kind of the designs that will get you the business, and it's your personality and all that fun stuff. So I did want to just share this with you guys. So the screen that we have here is the Cricut screen, the Cricut design space landing page. So this page will have a bunch of different projects that you can do. Like, the Cricut can literally do like anything. I haven't really ventured into the whole world of Cricut, but like, seriously, I would love to make that cup. I wouldn't have a clue. But basically I've just been using it for stickers. So if you want to make planner stickers for your planner using your Cricut, what you want to do is you want to go here and you want to create a new project. Okay, so when you come to the main project page, you're going to see this screen here. So you have file with a bunch of different stuff. This is where you can see all of your saved projects. I'm not going to go in there because I do have a few projects that I'm working on right now that haven't been updated or released, I mean. Then we have make it now, which brings you back to the page that we were at before. Save, layers, edit, sync. Not really sure what this is. I've never used it before. This is where you can access the Cricut library. So if you have a Cricut subscription, there's a bunch of different graphics in here that you can get. I don't have a subscription because I like to get all of my images elsewhere or else make them myself. But this is another great option. Like, they're so super cute. And that's really cute. I actually haven't seen these before, but they're adorable. Yeah, so then you can upload your own images. You can insert shapes into your project. You can add text, and then you can set the canvas, which is what we're going to start with. Setting a canvas is always something that I like to start with because it kind of gives you the illusion of working on a page. So for the sticker business, like, you want to kind of have your stickers laid out in a visually appealing way. You don't want to have them kind of jumbled up all up over the screen. So I kind of went through that a little bit fast. So what I did here is I just refreshed this page, and I went down to a basic canvas here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to canvas, and I'm going to set the height to 6 inches and the width to 8 inches. This doesn't mean that your project can only be 6 by 8. Cricut doesn't allow full page print and cut yet. It's something that they're working on, and I really, really hope that they bring in soon because I'm wasting so much paper because of it. But it just kind of gives you an idea of the space that you're working with. For like smaller projects and stuff, I do kind of make the canvas a little bit smaller just so I know how all of my stickers will look visually on the page. So to start off, I'm going to show you guys how to actually create an entire sticker in Cricut. So I'm going to show you how to create the MDN labels. So what I like to do is I like to go to Insert Shapes, and then I hit a square, and then you have a basic square. What I want to do is I want to unlock the proportions. So basically, if I was to go here and kind of make the square bigger, it would stay a square like that. But if I was to unlock the proportions, I can drag it this way, I can drag it this way, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to do that there. And I'm going to make sure that this square is highlighted in my layers panel and go over to edit. And this is where you can change the width, the height, the rotation, if you want a mirror image, stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the width to 1.5 inches, and I'm going to set the height to 0.23 inches. This might look like really small to you, but in all honesty, like, the MDN labels are really, really small. So I just zoomed in here, and I'm going to just drag this over. I don't know why, you don't even really have to. And I'm going to pick a color here. So this is actually a really good tool, an extension that I have for my Chrome. It's called an eyedropper tool. So you can go into any web page and you can hit pick color from web page, and then like an eyedropper tool comes up, and you can drag it over here And then you have your color. So I'm going to pick, which one will I pick? I kind of like, let's do the salmon one. Let's do the pink one. Okay, we're gonna do the light coral. So I'm just gonna copy and paste that hex color number code. And I'm gonna go over here and I'm going to hit the square in the layers panel. Now I'm not gonna hit over here because that just like highlights it. I'm gonna hit this little box here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that this little box has my hex color number in it. So that is essentially all you have to do to make the MDN label the color that you want. Then I want to go to add text here. And your text, yeah, your text should pop up here. Okay, let's do that again. So add text, okay. And then you want to add what you want here. So let's say we were adding to do here. I would just type to do and then I would just drag it up a little bit just so everything is kind of in the same general eye line. And I would make it smaller so that it fit into the MDN. So basically I'm doing exactly what I did with that square. I'm keeping the proportions the same and I'm just dragging it smaller. And I'm just going to drag it to as big as it will go to make sure that it looks as centered as possible. It is a little bit annoying, you do kind of have to eyeball it, but that looks pretty centered to me. And then I want to change this text because I'm not too crazy about it, I don't like the color or anything like that. So I'm going to go in here, I'm going to hit the text, and first of all I'm going to change it to white because that is how I like my MDN labels. Then I'm going to highlight it again, and I'm going to go to edit. And this is where you can select all of your fonts, your line spacing, your letter spacing, all that fun stuff. So letter spacing means like all of your letters can be further apart. I'm not going to do that because I don't really want them further apart. But we are going to change the font. So this drop-down menu here has a bunch of different Cricut fonts, and all of your fonts that like you would have in your library on your computer. So like there's a bunch that you can buy. I've never bought any fonts from Cricut, but it is really great if you are just doing stickers for fun and you're not worried about copyright issues. But I'm just going to stick with Arial Black for now because it looks kind of what I want. Okay, so that changed the color back, but we can go over and change it again. Yeah, I think that looks kind of good. I don't use that font for my stickers, but for the purpose of this demonstration, we can use it. Okay, so I want to make sure that it looks all right. I would say so. And then what I want to do is I want to highlight both of them. That didn't highlight both. And I'll highlight both, and when both are highlighted, you'll see that both are highlighted in the layers panel too, and I want to hit flatten. This will make these two images, both the square and the font, one single image that will cut, print and cut. So the cut line will only go around the square. So let's say, for example, if you were not to flatten them, you would go to go, and they would be separated on the page, so you won't be able to actually see the to-do, but it's somewhere in here because it's white. And yeah, you can kind of see it here, how it's like not showing the lines. But that's not what you want, right? So you want to select both of them, and you want to flatten. So then you want to hit go, and this will bring you to a kind of matte preview page. Now, for my MDN labels, I offer 33 per page. And I just like to hit 33 project copies and apply. And this is what it'll look like. But for the sake of this, actually no, we'll stick to 33 for now because it's fine. One thing that I do want to mention is the bleed feature in Cricut. So if you hit this little button here, you'll see that these boxes get a lot bigger and a lot wider, a lot thicker. And that is because the color is essentially bleeding outside the cut lines. So your cut isn't actually going to go along that bigger line. Your cut is still going to be this small rectangle, but it just means that with the bleed on, you're actually very unlikely to have any white borders around your MDN label. So that is the one that we are going to do right now. And basically all you want to do is you want to hit print and go. and a dialog box for the printer will pop up with a preview here. I like to use the print using system dialog on a Mac just because that's my personal preference, and I like to select the best one and then uncheck two-sided and then hit print. Okay, so next what you want to do is take your Cricut mat, and that is what I have right here. It's just a mat that is a little bit sticky, and it holds your picture or your paper as it's going to be cut. So this is the Cricut machine page. So what you want to do is you want to push your Cricut mat all the way up to the little rollers here, and you want to hit the load button, which is a flashing light along the side with arrows on it. And it will pull your mat into the Cricut. I want to come back to this page here, and at the moment my Cricut is set to the custom custom setting on the dial. So as I said, Cricut can cut like a lot of things. Mine is set to the custom setting, and you want to select in this little drop down menu the kind of material that best describes your paper. So mine is the 3mm or 3M post-it notes, and that just means like this is kind of the setting for most sticker papers. It kind of just means that it's not going to cut all the way through the paper, which is exactly what you don't want. So then all you have to do is press the flashing Cricut button on the Cricut and it will start cutting. Are our stickers, and you just want to unroll it from the mat, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here we have my old Erin Condren, and this is our set of stickers. So as you can see, you can peel them off, and you're left with a little bit of pink around the edges and the perfect MDM. So I'm just going to go to a random page that I haven't used and show you that they fit. Perfectly. There you go. Okay, so I also wanted to show you guys what it would be like if you wanted, say, your stickers to look exactly like this on the sheet. So this is the It's My Birthday page 1. This is the page 1 from the It's My Birthday set that I just released last week. So at the moment it's flattened. Let's say you were just working on this set, you were adding everything into it, and you were kind of doing all of that stuff. So you were just like putting them where they need to be and all of that stuff. So what you would do is you would select all. No, actually, first of all, I'm going to show you what it would look like if you didn't flatten. So if you had all of these different layers in the layers panel, I'm going to show you what it would look like after that. So remember what this looks like here, and I'm going to hit go. And basically you have a complete mess that resembles nothing of the stickers that you want to make. It has all of the little bits and pieces kind of all scattered across the page separately. So that is obviously not what you want. So what you want to do is you want to select all and you want to flatten. And flattening all of these means that it will stay in the exact shape that you have it in here. So when you hit go, the bleed is on, but when you hit go, this is what you get. And that is perfect. That is exactly how I want it. kind of laid out on my sticker page. And this is another example of why bleed isn't always good. So if I have the bleed off, it looks great, it looks perfect, crisp, clean, all that stuff. If I put the bleed on, it looks a bit messy. I mean, I think if I got stickers from an Etsy shop where they looked like this on the page, I wouldn't be so inclined to Instagram them or kind of put them in a haul on YouTube. I don't know, like a lot of promotion on Etsy is YouTube and Instagram, so I think refining, why can't I say that word? Refining your cut line so you don't need the bleed is definitely a better option, but it is always there if you are making stickers for yourself. So yeah, all you would have to do here is just print and go and do exactly the same process that we did with the MDNs. One other thing that I wanted to mention is that you don't have to actually create all of your images in Cricut itself. So say you're like really good at Adobe Illustrator, like I'd say I'm fairly okay at it, and you created something in Adobe Illustrator. What you would do is you would go and you would upload the image here. So I have already uploaded a bunch, and you're getting a lot of spoilers there, but yeah, you know, what are you gonna do for the sake of the video, right? So let's take another heart checklist from the It's My Birthday set, and I'm just going to highlight that there and insert the image. It comes out a little bit smaller, and I do like to make my images in Adobe Illustrator to the exact proportions of the Erin Condren. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to select the layer, or the picture in the layers panel. I'm going to hit edit, and I'm going to adjust the width to 1.5, and then it will adjust itself to the correct height that I had already made it in Adobe Illustrator. So if you just have an ombre checklist, you can do exactly the same thing as what we did with the MDN. You can hit go, I can't speak today, I swear, and then you can change the project copies to the amount that you think would fit on the page. So I know that 9 is going to fit here pretty nicely. So that is that. And I think with these, the bleed, again, it doesn't look awful. Like it's not the worst that I've seen. So you can have that on, but that is basically all you would have to do to print a bunch of copies of your image that you created outside of Cricut. And you can do the same thing with a bunch of other images. Like say I wanted to add in, say, a cupcake and weekend banner and balloons. I would select all of them. I would insert them into my project, and I would just change the sizes of all the images to what I wanted. So say I wanted bigger balloons to kind of cover a full box, and then I would do that there. And this is where, say I wanted to have these exact images in this pattern on my page, I would select all and I would flatten to my canvas, and then I would hit go and print and cut. So yeah guys, it is actually really super easy to make stickers on your Cricut, and I don't want you guys to think that you have to have a Silhouette to make stickers. If you already own a Cricut, it's so easy, and it's like, I think Cricut is kind of one of those machines that is kind of left in the dust when it comes to sticker making, like in planner sticker making, because Silhouette has kind of taken over in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you found it really helpful. Leave me a comment down below if you'd like to see more videos like this, because I'm pretty into technology and I like all my techie stuff, so I'd really like to do them. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I will see you next time. Bye! Be at the planner meetups. Okay, so it's decorating time. I am obsessed with this donut set. I've been like holding on to it for the longest time because I just didn't really know what kind of spread I wanted to do, what colors I wanted to do, but honestly you guys, like, how friggin' cute is this set? Like, seriously. And that donut box covers up the Thankful Thoughts box so perfectly, and I just cut off his little handle there, but I think he still looks super cute even though he's handleless.